welcome to our Fireside chat. I'm so excited to be sitting with you today to talk about this great initiative that you've brought forward. So could you please, maybe Paco, you go first, introduce yourself.
My name is Paco Chamala, co-chair of the Black Employee Network, short for BEN. And I've been with Cox for about 1 year and a half. I lead sales for Atlantic Canada and the region of Quebec.
Emiliano Void, reporting for duty. I'm the National Operations Manager for Dealer.com, and I'm co-chair to BEN, which is the Black Employee Network. Thrilled to be here. Thrilled to see you again.
Excellent. Nice to see you as well. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. So what is BEN?
So BEN is an employee resource group for team members who are passionate about anti-Black racism and systemic racism and want to combat it and do something about it. It's an employee resource group that's open to people who are curious, people of all ethnic groups, people of all genders.
BEN's an ERG, right, short for Black Employee Network. I think it's, to your point, I think this is the company's initiative to really battle and take on systemic racism within our organization. I think a byproduct of BEN is also creating more space at the table for Black people to come to work, really bring their full selves and feel like they're working in a safe environment that's welcoming to them. So I think it's a few different things, but for the most part, it's an ERG, and it's here to kind of punch systemic racism right in the face.
All right. Well, we got the right two people to do that, right? Excellent.
What he meant to say it's the place to be. So if you haven't joined yet, please do.
Yeah, exactly. So recently we launched a newsletter that went out to the whole organization in Canada. And in that newsletter, or in that introduction of BEN, we talked a little bit about the 3 pillars. Could one of you take us through those 3 pillars and what they mean and why you chose those ones?
Yeah. Park, you want me to take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 3 pillars that we have are the exact same pillars that all of our diversity and inclusion efforts across Cox Automotive as an organization we have. Celebrate, educate, inspire. For us, that really boils down to really educating the organization on matters of systemic racism, anti-Black racism, really just kind of racism geared towards Black people in the workplace. From a celebration standpoint, we want to make sure that we recognize not only Black culture and really have some proactive focus and attention towards really showcasing that and everything that the culture brings to the table, but also celebrating the Black members of the company. For the inspire pillar, I don't think any of this work gets done if it's not inspiring work. I think it's a cause that's near and dear to Paco and I's heart, just being parts of this community, but also none of this work, especially if we're looking to kind of hit the end goal that we have for BEN as a whole. I don't think doing it by ourselves is the way to go. I think we need to inspire allyship and support from colleagues across the organization, as well as a larger support effort from automotive as a whole, because this issue is considerably greater than just within the walls of Cox.
Excellent. So you touched a little bit on your goal, or what you're hoping to accomplish. Maybe Paco, can you tell me what you're hoping to accomplish from this?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been in predicaments where I was the only Black person in the room, from university to my first job to now. And speaking to folks that are going to be the future generation, I've come to learn how important it is to be represented at all levels of the organization. So our goal and our vision for BEN is for Cox to become a model organization that attracts the best Black talent to build and develop other careers.
Yeah, for sure. So, has anyone asked you, why is it important that this initiative be focused on Black?
Yeah. My first response to that is always, why not? Mm-hmm. Right? I find that if you're passionate about a particular topic, about a particular cause, you owe no excuse. What we wanted to do is make sure we give the Black experience the focus that it needed in consideration of its unique history and background in the context of where we are, North America. A lot of the questions we get is why not just do something that includes everybody, so BIPOC, Blacks, Indigenous, and people of color.
When the conversation starts to come about why is it Black, it's almost like it shouldn't be that way. which I find particularly interesting because I think in any kind of social cause, there could always be a conversation about why doesn't it include other people. And I would argue that if we cast, a focus that is considerably larger, our opportunity to drive through actionable change that we can track and really show and make a difference on diminishes because we just have such a larger focus. So for us, I think the opportunity is such that if we have a really laser and dialed in focus, and especially with the current climate and social sentiment, I think we can really push and push hard for real change to come about. So I think it's important for us to be focused. I think it's important for us to have clear, actionable goals. And I think by keeping it black and certainly having it be something that's near and dear and passionate to us, I think we can drive towards real change. And hopefully, I think we can then inspire other people that feel similarly about their current situations or circumstances to really see what a couple of like regular guys off the street can walk into, and if you care enough, you can really push for real change. So hopefully some of the work that we're doing, even though it is black focused, hopefully it inspires others that feel marginalized or pushed aside by society or underrepresented or whatever it may be. Hopefully it inspires them to kind of pick it up and do it as well.
Awesome. Okay. Now, do you feel through your journey thus far that you've gotten the support that you've needed from Cox Automotive?
Yeah, absolutely. I still remember reaching out to our VP of HR, and I think within a couple hours, the response was overwhelmingly positive. And I can't, understate what I mean by overwhelming. She was like, "Yeah, sure. What's your vision? What's next?" And I'm like, "Okay,
this is real now."
But really, the resounding support that we've seen from all the leadership team, and I think the executive sponsor that we're staring at in the face as well is a great example of that, right? And I think the example that is being set currently by our leadership team really sets the tone for the rest of the organization to not only wake up but also get in line and get involved.
Yeah, perfect. So if people do want to get involved, what is the best way for them to reach out or get to be part of this?
Well, we have an email, bencanada@Cox Auto Inc., that you can email us, and there's multiple ways to participate.
So everybody remember that email address that Paco rhymed off, right? Exactly.
Give me
All
a
right.
beat.
Right. All right.
Emiliano, any feedback to
Join Ben.
join
Right? You want to get educated about what's going on
Yeah.
in the fight against systemic racism, jump on board. We're
Yeah.
doing great work. One thing that I would add is empathy, acknowledging the problem for sure, just the fact that that's the reality that we live in, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
I think curiosity to kind of take on some of the responsibility on your own shoulders and really work towards bridging the gap between what you think you know and what's actually going on. And I think empathy. To Paco's point, not being a black person, you'll never know what a black person lives, what it is to be in those shoes. The same way I'll never know what it is to be a Greek woman.
That's right.
But being empathetic to what it is that's going on and really the circumstances and the situations that black people are living through, I think that's a huge key to really getting closer to being more part of the solution and less a part of the problem.
All right.
Is that fair?
That's fair. All right, I want to thank you both for number one, for bringing this forward and taking the lead on bringing this to Cox Automotive. I look forward to all the things that you both have to bring and encourage our industry, our company to continue down this path. And I want to thank you for your time today. I think the insights that you've provided, your passion, your drive, I said it earlier, your magnetism, I think will bring great things for this. So thank you again.